Good morning. My name is Sue. I'm from Hinton the Trail. Welcome back to Whatever Wednesdays. Today we're going to talk about a really good and easy way to have a meal ready, or almost ready, for when you get back from spending the day out exploring national parks, doing whatever it is that you do during the day. It's called a sous vide. So the sous vide is a perfect RV kitchen tool because it allows you to prepare your meal while you're gone. So this steak is going to cook all day while we're gone. It's never going to get above medium rare. And when we come back, all we have to do is pop it on a grill or a cast iron skillet to sear the edges, and it's done. You can prepare many different meals with this. Chicken, pork, beef. You know, you can do fish, you can do potatoes, you can do vegetables. Can be prepared in this while you're gone doing whatever it is that you want to do during the day on your RV travels. So this is a very common tool that restaurants use, only on a much larger basis. You wonder how you get your steak and your chicken and all that stuff so fast? Because it's been in the sous vide, already prepared to the appropriate temperature. All they have to do is pop it on a cast iron skillet and sear it. So first, we want to prepare the steak. So this is a New York strip steak. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and use my Anova Sous Vide app. So this is the accompanying app. And I go ahead and I type in, and find something delicious. I type in New York strip steak. Hit search. You get all kinds of recipes for different types of New York strip steak. I'm going to go ahead and go with the top recipe because it is exactly what I want the steak to look like when it's done. So I'm going to go with that. So this one is going to be cooking it at 129 degrees, which is medium rare, for 1 hour. So what we're first going to do is we're going to season the steak. You want to season it before you put it into the Ziploc bags. So we'll go ahead and salt, pepper, both sides. My dad says the best seasoning for steak is salt and pepper. So we're just going to go with salt and pepper because every time we've had steak that he's made, it's amazing. So you can use regular Ziploc bags, but because we didn't know any better, I just bought a huge box of these things. They come with a little air valve and a pump that you can pump the air out. But you can just as easily use a regular Ziploc bag, smush all the air out, zip it, and pop it in the sous vide. I'm just going to put 2 in each bag. So you want to try to get as much air out as you can in the beginning. You want to give it a good zip, make sure it's sealed. And this, you're basically trying to give it kind of a vacuum seal so the flavors seal in. So this is the Anova Precision Cooker Sous Vide. We got this on Amazon. You can see the link down below. This is very cool. It can hook up to your phone. You can, if you need to manage your temperatures or whatnot while you're gone, you have an app and you can connect it. It's got Wi-Fi. We also purchased separately a container with a lid, but you don't have to use a container. You don't even have to use a lid. Just for us, I think it's easier, more convenient, but you can use a giant pot or a big bowl or whatever. I actually have it marked for how much we usually need to use, because if you don't put enough in there, the sous vide will not heat up. It will alarm because you have to have the sensors below the water in order for it to heat up. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put some fancy music on while we fill this with water because it's gonna take a minute. Hello again. So one key note, make sure that you have enough space for the height of this. Go ahead, make sure you have the height, slide it in. You're going to go ahead and put your product, whatever you're going to cook in. You need to make sure they're completely submerged under the water. And you're going to want to plug it in. Tap it, turn it on. Right now it's at temperature, so you want to select the temperature and then put it to whatever you need it to be at. So I want it to be at 29, so I'm going to do that. And then you're going to set the timer for how long you want it to cook. So this one we want it to cook for an hour.
But it will stay at that exact temperature until we turn it off, right?
Yep, it'll stay at 129, so the meat will never overcook. So, and as long as you set it for the right temperature, it will be the appropriate, it won't be undercooked either. We like our meat medium rare, our steak at least. So 129, 130, 131, depending on how thick your steaks are, is the perfect temperature. So we spent the whole day at the lake doing some other things, and now we have come back. It's been, gosh, 7 hours since we put this in, and look at it. It is exactly 129 degrees, which is what we set it at. It has already done its 1 hour of cooking, and it's just maintaining 129 degrees. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and take it out, set the steaks on a lovely plate, and Chris is going to go ahead and rub some oil on them and take them out to the grill and sear both sides of them.
I wasn't aware of any oil rubbing.
I put it right there. You should know because it's right there.
So we have a Blackstone grill. You can use a cast iron skillet.
The potatoes are done.
Potatoes are done. A Blackstone grill, some type of skillet. I guess you could do it in a frying pan if you really wanted to.
Yeah, regular grill, any kind of grill.
So I've got the Blackstone outside heating up because we want to get it pretty hot. And then just set the steaks on there for a short amount of time. I'll show you all that in a second.
It's going to be pretty hot, so make sure you don't stick your hands in there. For now, I'm just going to lift this up. Let it drip. Tip. RV tip. This water is hot and clean. You can use it to wash your dishes afterwards. So, it's hot.
Okay, so your next step is you're gonna dry them off after you take them out.
Yeah, I'm going to dry them off after I get them all out, and then I'm going to re-season them, or oil them, and then re-season them.
So while she's patting these dry, the whole time that we've been filming this, you may have heard the air conditioning running. So it's summertime, it's 90 degrees outside, and when it's hot, you may not actually want to use your oven. You may not want to use the stove top because that just creates more heat. So this, like the sous vide, is so good because you're not creating any extra heat inside, and you go out and throw it on the grill as soon as you come home. So come home from whatever you're doing, turn on the grill, get the heat going, come inside, do whatever she's doing right now. She's really rubbing oil on the steaks. Did I mention that my shoulders are sore? I may need a massage.
No.
Anyway, so yeah, you do this, go outside, throw them on the grill. What we're going to do is we're going to do 1 minute on each side. Just flip them over, and then bring them inside, and that's it. Normally you would put down some butter or some oil on top of the Blackstone, but since she put the oil onto the steaks, we're just going to go with that. So if you want, you can just kind of hold them to the side and you can sear those parts as well.
Are you ready for some steak?
Yes. Look at that.
Perfectly medium rare.
That's awesome.
And it's gonna be like that all the way through. See? All the way through. Every bite is the same.
All right, we're not gonna video us eating, but just know this. Well, I'll take a bite. Did you see the look on her face? Anyway, so if this video helped you, make sure you give us a thumbs up, and make sure you hit the notification bell, the subscription button, and then leave us a comment down below. If you've ever thought about doing sous vide in your RV, it is possible. Just ask Susie.
Yes.
All right, time for dinner.
Would you like to try a bite?
Of course.
Tastes good. Thank you for watching. We'd love to share our journey with you, so hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you know when a new video is uploaded. And don't forget to leave your comments down below and hit the like button.